Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got one for you today. So I've been hiking around the city, Wilmington, because of the hurricane last week. All the trees were down. I couldn't do it, so I started going around the city, which is pretty cool now because I kind of like the change and everything. And North Carolina, Wilmington, it's a beautiful city, but like cities, it has homeless people. And I pass by this guy every day. He don't bother me. He has just a bundle of shit, though. Like, I can't believe that he takes up the whole sidewalk. It's just everywhere. And he has this thing with washing his feet. Every time I pass him, he's washing his feet, man. I was like, all right, he's trying to keep himself sanitary, I guess. So that's cool with him. But this morning, I seen some shit, boy. Woo-wee. So I got up about 7 o'clock in the morning. I start walking, and I start coming up to him. Like, this is miles. I'm already like 4 or 5 miles in. And I'm looking. I'm like, I seen him drop his drawers. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? You got to realize, this is on a main street. He's right in front of Bojangles. He's right in front of a bus station with people waiting on the bus to go to work in the morning. I mean, there was literally hundreds of people. Not hundreds, but you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of people looking at this dude. So I'm getting closer. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? My man's defecating in a Cool Whip container. I thought I was in a dream, bruh. I'm like in shock. I'm like, I've seen some shit in my life. Nothing really shocks me anymore. I'm like, holy damn. So I finally grouped back together because of what I'm seeing. I'm like he stopped me in my tracks. Usually, like, if you know, when you see something a little sturdy, you just kind of walk past. You couldn't walk past it. The man's defecating in a little whipped cream container. I was like, what? I was like, I couldn't even wrap my mind around it. And then people in the bus depot just looking at him. The kids in the drive-thru at the Bojangles, you see them just pointing and screaming at their parents, "Mommy, that man dutying." I was like, holy shit. So when I get my shit finally together, pickup truck, middle of Market Street, busy ass street, comes running out the car, no shirt on, ugly ass hat, runs in this motherfucker's face. What the fuck are you doing there in public, motherfucker? I'm like, bro, chill out. He won't even look at me, this dude. And the dude pooping didn't even give a shit. He was screaming at him. He's just like, so I'm like, yo, finally I get him. I'm like, bro, this man has a mental illness, man. I was like, you can't be just really. Then he starts getting in my face, motherfucker. And I was like, hey, come on, dude. I was like, none of this. Then he's like, starts pressing me in my face, and this motherfucker got all but 3 teeth. I was like, bro, you better back up off me, man, before I knock, snap, crackle, and pop out of there, and you got no fucking teeth. So we're bickering at each other, and I guess what's his man still defecating because I didn't know what was going on. I was ready to get into a fight with some redneck. And then here come the police and shit. And I was like, trying to walk away, like, comes out. Excuse me, sir. I was like, oh, shit. And then you put that on that face. You're like, hi, officer. How you doing? So he asked me what's going on. I'm like, I don't know. The fucking Toothless Wonder fucking slams on his brakes, going crazy, screaming at the guy. I'm like, I'm trying to tell him he has a mental illness. I mean, the guy wasn't paying attention, man. I'm trying to mind my own business here. So then he gets to the other guy. He's like, what happened? And I give the guy credit, man. He didn't lie. He's like, I'm sick of, because I guess he drives past the street every day, and the guy's always there with all this shit all over the place. I guess he was just pissed with it today. And he's like, I give him credit. He didn't lie. It's like, how does this guy fucking stand here every day? You guys don't do nothing about him. The cop just basically looked at him and said, that's Jonesy. We tolerate Jonesy. And I was like, yeah, you can tolerate him, sir, but he can't be defecating in front of little kids and people at the bus stop, man. And the cop's like, would you just get out of here? I'm like, I'll see you later. So I kept walking and trying to process this shit while I'm walking. Man, I came home. I couldn't even eat my breakfast today. I was like, it took me to about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon to eat because I couldn't eat. You see somebody pooping, that shit's nasty. And it's the only thing you're thinking about for the rest of the day. I couldn't take it. God, man. Well, that was my morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Later.